So why did you decide to get a rain harvesting system?
Because the cost of rainwater is going to triple. And rainwater is free. I mean, if you catch it, it's free. So I purchased this because the fine stainless steel mesh screens out all the debris that I want and keeps the rainwater nice and clean. The rainwater is used, of course, to water the outdoor plants in the summertime. So this is the old system that I had. It's just cheap plastic, and all the leaves and the needles go through that, of course. So it defeated the purpose of having a system on the roof.
And you have really big trees, don't you?
Yes, yeah. The leaves and needles, and there's a lot of other things that come into it, and it's not only these needles that come in, but there's a lot of small seed pods. You can actually see the seed pods right here. There's a bunch of them. That used to be in my system, but no longer. And the rain that I want to collect comes from the sky very clean, and once you try to collect it, that could be a problem because you get all this debris in it. And now I don't have that problem.
Okay.
The good thing is that, see, it doesn't drip off. It stays, isn't that great? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's what I really like about it, because most of that water goes in the drip. None of it's coming over. What I was originally worried about was all this water was going to come over and drop off, which would defeat the purpose of having it for the rainwater catchment system.
So what do you think overall watching that?
Great.
How big is your rain harvesting system?
15,000 gallons.
15,000 gallons.
3 5,000-gallon tanks
That's a lot.
of water.
Oh my gosh. Oh, these are huge tanks. So
Yeah,
this is a
they're good.
5,000 gallon
5,000
tank?
gallons.
I wonder how full it is.
It's probably up to here. You can hear it. See,
Okay.
it's right there.
Do you think you'll ever get one of those gauges? Because I knew they have gauges that, okay. Yeah, we can just do the little tapping test.
Right.
You know, let's actually open the lid on the top and let's
Okay.
just take a look at it.
Water, rainwater.
Look at
at
that. How full is that?
Well, that's about 2/3 away full.
So it kind of makes it worth it, collecting
Yes.
all that water.
Yes. This summer, on a hot year, we will use the whole 15,000 gallons. I may increase that system by adding one more tank because the catchment on the roof should support it.
And then you have the gutter where the water gets into and it's channeled down to the water outlet. It drops down the water outlet. How does it get from the water outlet to the tank?
Well, on the one side of the house where the roof comes down at an angle, that is diverted by a rain gutter that goes across the house and into a manifold which feeds this side of the house, and then that goes directly into the tanks. And the tanks are daisy chained together so that water seeks its own level, so when one tank fills up, they all fill up at the same level. The rainwater that catchment system comes over here, ends up into the tank. So you'll notice the pump is off right now, and if I go like that, it just kicks on.
Hey, is that
Look at that.
rainwater coming out of there?
Yes. And the reason why we have these flexible tubings is because if there's an earthquake or settling, it doesn't damage the pump or it doesn't damage any of these tanks. In fact, years and years ago, it was illegal to collect rainwater in Monterey County, which seems ridiculous, but that's true.
Well, I wonder why
Because
that was.
they figured that you're taking water that was going into the Carmel River. And all that rainwater went out to the ocean.
Okay, and so if everybody was collecting rainwater,
Right.
maybe there wouldn't be any more water in the river?
Oh, I doubt that.
Yeah, but that's what they were thinking.
That's what they were thinking.
yeah,
right.
that's